Hello friends, Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life. This is my daily diary segment covering the span of 4 days, Thursday, November 4th, Friday the 5th, Saturday the 6th, and Sunday, November 7th. So these were partially traveling days. It started off early Thursday morning after several hours of very early morning work here at my desk. I got into my car, went over to Merritt Island, picked up our executive director, and we drove down to Palm Beach. So we had several hours drive. We were doing business in the car in terms of some planning discussions that we needed to have. And I was also preparing some emails, and it was a working drive. And then we went to the offices of Newsmax, where I'm a regular contributor, both on TV and also in the regular columns of mine that they post on their Newsmax.com website. So Janet and I went there. I did an interview on the John Bachman Show. And then Janet and I visited with Chris Ruddy, the CEO and founder of Newsmax. And then from there, we drove further to a hotel near Mar-a-Lago, where we were scheduled for some events, and we had a working session there at the hotel, interacting with our staff, lots of phone calls and emails to do, and then in the evening or late afternoon went over to Mar-a-Lago itself and connected with all sorts of former Trump administration officials and workers on his campaigns and friends of his and supporters of his for an event organized by the America First Policy Institute, which is an institute that developed after the conclusion of the administration, and which I have been involved in from the beginning. And it does exactly what its title says, advances America First policies that President Trump has articulated and advanced himself so well in his work as president. So we were there for an evening reception for that event, interacted with lots of people like Diamond and Silk and, like I said, former administration officials and so forth. Larry Kudlow was there, of course, who has done so much for the economy and guiding the Trump administration on economic issues, and many, many others. So we were there, and then Janet attended I did too later on, the banquet that took place. President Trump and Mrs. Trump were there, and the president spoke. And in the meanwhile, I had dinner with Chris Ruddy of Newsmax and various other guests there at Mar-a-Lago, and then I joined in the banquet hall for the concluding part of that. Then that led to the next day, Friday, November 5th. I spoke and prayed at the prayer breakfast for the America First Policy Institute there at Mar-a-Lago, and then we went into a session of various presentations, and Janet then attended those presentations while I then went over to another location and had a fruitful update meeting with Dr. Gina Ludon of Real America's Voice. Look that up. It's a news outlet which is very, very strong. And also had catching up a little bit with Matt Schlapp of CPAC. He was over there at the hotel where I went to pick up my things, and then drove back to Mar-a-Lago, picked up Janet, who had participated in a special luncheon. And at that point, then we drove back to Titusville, having many phone calls in the car with our associates, such as evangelist Alveda King of our pastoral team, and she was also there at the Mar-a-Lago event. We talked with Alveda, we talked with various other staff members, got a lot of work done in the car. I got back here and continued that work at my desk the rest of Friday into the evening. Saturday and Sunday were both quiet days right here at the office because I have piles and piles of work to get through. Some of the things I had to take care of, during these days in terms of all this paperwork and email, a clergy letter for the National Prayer Service that we run on the day of the March for Life. We got that ready, working with some parents who are opposing, giving some guidance and encouragement to parents who are opposing mandates for their children in terms of these Biden COVID mandates. National Day of Repentance, getting ready and planning for that together with some colleagues. December 1st, when the Supreme Court will hear the abortion case arguments. Overseeing staff who are training our newest staff person and other preparations for our National Prayer Service, revision of the online liturgical resources for January. On Saturday and Sunday, did the broadcast Mass, of course, in the morning. On Saturday, I also did a favor for one of our staff members and gave some driving lessons to one of his children. I had some experience at the Department of Motor Vehicles before going into the seminary, and also in driving instruction. Did preparation for some upcoming Radio Maria shows and upcoming Christmas cards that we send out from our office to tens of thousands of people. And did a lot of other preparation of upcoming broadcasts, masses, homilies, and talks. So, and as well as written articles. So those were the days on Saturday and Sunday, and that covers these 4 days from November the 4th through the 7th of 2021. Thanks so much for following these daily updates, and we will talk to you soon.